Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another requested god. This time I'm playing Nox. Nox I got requested playing, and she's definitely a very powerful god since she has been changed a lot actually. They changed her kit multiple times, changed some of her abilities, even her passive. And at this moment I feel like she's in a really good spot. She's really powerful, but getting to do all your damage can be difficult with her. She heavily relies on her 2-1 combo to deal the damage, and it's basically all the damage you have. You do have your 3 doing damage, you don't want to do that unless you can secure a kill with it, otherwise it's way too risky. It is your only escape. It's a good one, it's definitely a good one, but it's your only escape you have. So, and of course your ultimate does a good amount of damage, but if you don't have any starting damage you can't really do a lot with it. I figured I didn't need any buffs. The mana use on the Nox isn't too much because her cooldowns are very long. Your 2-1 combo takes a huge amount of time for it to come off cooldown. So also the damage is not too great in the early game for the Nox, so you always need to be a bit careful for it. But as you can see here, I am able to root and silence the Naja, and my team immediately follows up, giving us the first blood. So that worked out great for us. That's something what Nox is very good at, getting someone locked down for your team for a long time. And as you can see, I did miss the root, but my 2 still did damage, and because of that first blood, Naja turned level 5, able to pick up the Janus as well. So 2 kills early on. One actually led to the other because we did have the level advantage at that point. With the level 5 Naja, the ultimate is just too powerful. So I went for the cooldown boots. Since Nox's cooldowns are very long, it's always great to pick up some cooldown reduction to allow you to use your stuff a bit more often. And as you saw there, beast forced out by the Houyi, something what Nox is very good at, and a beautiful Cabrakan ultimate makes my ultimate so much easier to hit. And actually a double kill coming out with the 2 while they are in the Odin cage. And here I try to peel for my Artemis, but a nice free aim ultimate from the Naja. Barely not enough to hit and finish the Artemis. And here I try to root the Janus, but unfortunately enough he's a bit too fast and I didn't aim too well. But that's alright, we are already 7 kills in 1. We're definitely ahead by a lot. I already got 3 kills, that's just insane. Usually I don't get a lot of kills on Nox, and that's just because she relies on a 2-1 combo a lot to get that damage off. But if you start with it, you have not enough damage with your 2-1 combo to finish someone off immediately. So that can be rather difficult. Also, if you see, my team is only single target oriented. Even my combination is only for one person. My 2 can hit multiple people, as you saw there what happened in the Odin cage. I killed 2 of them, but that will rarely happen because they can walk out easily. And they could have avoided it by walking towards me. I didn't have any other abilities, so. And again, beautiful Cabrakan ultimate, forcing the Freya in my 2. Even to try and get out. She was dead to begin with. The silence on the 2 of Nox is also very powerful. It can instantly silence someone, so they can't use their escape, they can't use anything at all. But it's also very good in getting rid of any channeling abilities. Because for instance, if you have an Isis that is doing Wind Gust, if you put the 2 on her, doesn't even matter if she's on the edge or anything, you will instantly stop her from performing the Wind Gust. As well as some of the dashes, if they dash into your 2, it will immediately be silenced out, they will stop. Also, one interesting combination is when you're against an Odin and he's doing his bird bomb. Oh, and as you saw there, I accidentally killed the enemy Naja. My 1 continues in the ultimate from Naja, and it was able to finish him off the last hit. Bit unfortunate for our Naja, but again a kill for me. It's a bit unfortunate, it can happen. I didn't want to release it because I had to walk away quite a distance for it, and I'm not even sure if I would have been able to do it in time. Again, trying to root, and again the Naja ults the Artemis, finishing her off again. And here you see, I actually am too late with my root. I tried to body block, but it was not enough to save the Kraken. We did pick up the Freya though, with the Odin. I wasn't able to hit that final tick. And here you see I go greedy, I hit the ultimate. The tick damage might be enough. Ah, it doesn't seem like it. That's unfortunate. And also died for it, so a bit of greed on my part. It's rather unfortunate it didn't work out. I figured I would have had enough damage, but no, it was not the case. So that's can be disappointed, but not really. It was a bit greedy on my part to try and go for it, so I took a lot of damage for it in return, and they were able to pick me up. Nox is one of those gods that need to be a bit behind though. You don't want to hard commit on anyone. And that's just because she is quite squishy. She does have a good escape, but you don't want to fight in the close range. But my team actually is working great together. As you can see, Naja's ulting and Odin and Kraken immediately move up, trying to peel for the Naja that needs to come down with barely any health left. So well played on my team. We're really working well together. And sometimes you have those random teammates that just synergize so well together. It's just amazing if you have one of those games. Because every single one of us is single target oriented. Maybe not a bird bomb from the Odin, but still every other one of us is single targeted. If you look at the enemy, they also have a lot of single target enemy damage dealers. Only the Jen is not really too single target, but still. But I move out, root the Freya, and move back, get that relic. Sometimes you just forget the relics. It's really something to get used to. When you're level 12, get that second relic online. It will always help you out on a punch. The only times I don't get my relic immediately at level 12, or when I'm able to, is when I'm either fighting, so I can't really get back. I'm in assault where I can't get back. Or if I'm 1v1 and a 1v1 rank, for instance, I want to counter build a lot more often. Freya actually doing a huge amount of damage, going into her ultimate, definitely not enough to finish off the Artemis. And when she comes down, I immediately catch her with my one. We are able to pick her up. Artemis is safe and sound. Great stuff. Charging my ultimate. And I figured he went to the right, and when I adjusted my aim, he used his ultimate, so he stood still. So I didn't take that into consideration, so I missed my ultimate. Bit unfortunate. They were able to pick up the Kraken, but we were able to pick up the enemy Naja. So still pretty good. Every single fight's pretty much working out in our favor, which is great. I take this opportunity while I'm ahead to try the new item. The already forgot what its name. But it basically means a good amount of power and penetration, and when you kill someone you have your regular cooldowns reset. It's not that it's reset immediately, but it's because you have about 8 seconds of any cooldowns, and since almost every cooldown is less than 8, it's basically a reset on your regular abilities. Which can be great for Nox, because she relies on her cooldowns a lot. You can see, and now again, barely being too late with my one. Janice just got out of my 2, so wasn't able to finish him off with my basics. But that's alright. Again, a combination on the enemy, and with the Artemis 3, we are able to pick Hoyi up. Since he didn't have his beats, because I forced him out earlier. And Freya actually moving way too fast. That hastened Fatalis is very powerful on the Freya. Especially against something that's rather difficult to hit. Anyways, my 2-1 combo definitely not the easiest ability to hit. It's always when you play Nox, I feel like it's a bit how your day is going, because sometimes you can hit all of your 2-1 combos and sometimes you can miss every single one of them. Also depends a lot on your teammates. You saw I beat immediately. The Naja ult could have come out. I didn't want to risk it, especially with that crit coming out. I was low health to begin with. So, use my beats. Just use my leap, get away. Safe and sound. Odin a bit on his own, a bit unfortunate. Get picked up, but it's not too much of an issue. Again, we are ahead. We are ahead by 12 kills. That's a lot. It's about 70 points. Yes, it's about 70 points. It's pretty good. I'm still looking for that combinations. Every single time I can hit someone with my 2-1, either can force out any beats. A bit odd ultimate, probably a misclick on the Naja, but it actually worked out pretty good because they were able to pick someone up from our team. And well done. Blocked by the enemy Bellona. She gets picked up though, but if she didn't block that ultimate, I would definitely have hit at least 2 of the enemies. So, a bit unfortunate. But still we were able to pick her up. Sweet. I'm 8-1. Like I said, Nox is pretty safe with her escape. I think it's one of the best mage's escapes in the game. It's a pretty fast dash, but I can also get into a teammate. And for 8 seconds, that's just insanely long. I could have helped the Kraken. A bit unfortunate. Probably should have tried. I wanted to get back, get the Spear of Desolation online. I really want to try it out. Because it's such a powerful item. And as you can see, barely missing. She was a bit too late on her last shot from her ultimate. And I'm talking about the Freya. So Odin gets away safely. I'm just going to defend it for this bit. You don't want to get any minions through your portal. You will lose a lot of points for it. And you have to fight hard for those points. Because if you kill a minion, the enemy loses 1 point. If they get it through the portal, we will lose a point and they won't. So it's basically a 2-point swing. Can be rough. Charging up my ultimate, a bit too early, rather unfortunate. If I waited just a fraction of a second longer, Janus would definitely have died. So that's a bit unfortunate, but still. I am trying to move forward, trying to peel a bit, but a nice stun from the OE actually forces me back, trying to save my Naja. And, that's rough. I tried to dodge it, I heard the sound of the Janus ultimate. But he was a bit too close, so I wasn't able to evade in time. So he picked me up. Well played on his part. Janus ultimate can get words. I'm sorry. Janus ultimate can definitely come at surprising times sometimes. And my team is now having a rough time. We're split up by a lot. We get picked up. Only Odin has survived. He wanted to fight it, but he elected to go back, of course, because he was on his own. The minions are fortunately enough not too far up, so he can defend it. Especially since the enemy team is not pressuring it, with us being up so soon. As you can see here, I'm in my teammate Artemis. And you can see the timer wasn't even running out remotely. So it's a very long time you can be in someone. Very powerful. I also tested something out. You can use your... your 3 to go into an Apollo, but you can't get down before your before he lands. If he doesn't land, you'll stick into him. You can't get out. You can stay in him such a long time. It's rather amazing. Nice peel from the Naja. Barely missing his ultimate, but definitely saved me from the Freya, and actually with my help and from the Naja, we are able to pick up the Freya that was about to kill me. Like I said again, a very nice team synergy. We are peeling a lot for each other. We are definitely recognizing when someone is in trouble and try to help with the abilities we have. And sometimes that can be just moving forward, forcing, pushing the enemy back. Or sometimes it can be as simple as a stun or a root to help your teammates out. And I am actually able to trap the Freya this time with her Hastened Fatalis. So we are able to pick her up. As you can see, my damage is through the roof right now. I'm doing 850 damage with my 2. That's just insane. Fortunately enough, missed my 1 again. Like I said, it's your main combination. If you don't hit it, it's a bit unfortunate. And again, a nice ultimate peeling for the Naja when she is coming down. Like I said, good peeling from our team. It's just amazing. This team has such a good synergy. Always great to have such a team. You can't always have those, but still, if you can fight in such a good team fighting manner, it will definitely help out a lot more. Put out my silence. He actually fell through his own portal, and that way I didn't need to root him to finish him off with my 2. Nice. A bit of misplay on his part and a bit of luck on my part, because I just put my 2 there when he fell through the portal. He was not fast enough to get out, so he definitely was in some issues there. I picked up a Soul Reaver. Actually, Soul Reaver is probably one of the best items for Nox if you want to burst someone down. And that's just because your 2-1 combo is so difficult to hit. When you hit it, you guarantee damage, because that's the only way you can deal the damage from your 2 and your 1, because they will easily walk out your 2. If you don't hit your 1, well, you can also hit your 1 on its own, but if you hit your 2 and your 1 in combination, the Soul Reaver will proc as well, giving you a huge amount of burst. And we are being chased by the entire team. Well, me not particularly, but I do need to be a bit careful. Nice portal from the Janus though. I do need to be a bit careful. Oh, they are able to pick me up. Well played on their part. They were able to force me out. My Aegis was a bit on cooldown, so I wasn't able to use that one. My escape as well. I tell my team to defend portal. Some minions are getting through. You don't want to get that much minions through, like I said. It's a 2-point swing for every single minion. So it's definitely not something you want to have happen, because 1 kill is 5 points, so you'll definitely be... Can be a bit, well, sour when you have those hard-earned kills and 2 minions get through, and basically your entire advantage from 1 kill is, well, neutralized. It's just gone. I am focusing the Bologna a bit too much. I do have a good amount of pen, so I am doing a decent amount of damage, but she still has the additional health. I can't really rotate to help the... Nice, okay, I didn't expect that to hit. It was barely on the edge of the ultimate. Long range ultimate. I don't mind at all, but I just didn't expect it. But like I was saying, wasn't able to rotate to help the Kraken out, because I was zoned out. I got hit by the Janus ultimate. I didn't even hear him charge it. And I was not able to, well, dodge it in time. Or press Aegis fast enough. So I am forced back. It did do the good amount of damage. 800 is definitely a lot, because it was kind of close range. If it's a long range ultimate, I would have definitely died, because it can basically one-shot you. It's such powerful. And the buff on Odin is really powerful. Him being allowed to walk in and out of his cage is really strong. Oh man, sometimes I really hate the Bulwark of Hope. The new item provides you, when you're below 30% health, provides you a shield with additional health. And sometimes you really don't expect it. Then you're like, oh, I almost got him, and then he gets a lot of health with that shield. And I'm like, ah, come on. Worked so hard, figured I could have gotten him, but no. But with only 1 more to go, we just rush down that Freya and just annihilate her. 17-0, so it wasn't even complete annihilation of the enemy team. They were pretty good. They went back into the game a lot more. They started off with a 7-in-1 disadvantage in the kills department, so it definitely worked out great. As you can see, a good amount of damage on my part. Actually, for Nox, this is a huge amount of damage, because the only way you can really guarantee the damage, like I said, with the 2-1 combination or hitting your ultimate. Your 3 is not a reliable source of damage, so it can be difficult to do a lot of damage with Nox, especially if you miss a few of your 2-1 combos. It really lowers your damage a lot. But as you saw, I was fed from the early on. I was at 5-1 at some point, so I was able to finish off an entire build with the Spear of Desolation in it, which is a very expensive item. As you see, a lot of gold, 60k and 414 gold I have. It's about 2k more than the other highest in my team. So you can see that works out great for me. I did a huge amount of damage in the late game, and that can be really powerful. But Nox is really good at forcing out some of their beats. Only 3 of them had beats to begin with, and I forced out them quite a bunch. allowing my Artemis, Bracken and Aja doing their CC combination to finish them off. And as you saw, the last kill on the Freya, she didn't have any beads left. I was able to root and silence her, and my team just steam piled onto her in a big mosh pit, killing her, finishing her off, giving us that victory. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have maybe some other requests. I'm getting really good requests lately. I really enjoyed a lot. I get gods requested a lot that I haven't played in a long time. There are coming a few more requested gods. Humbots and Zeus in Arena will be there. I'm not sure yet when I will upload those, but they will definitely come. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.